we've already got this inbuilt ability to adapt our movement. The thing is with golf is it's the mindset often that restricts the application of the skill set. So we've got to find out where your awareness is in how you swing. Obviously it's different for you, you're +3, you've been playing a long time. For you, Sarah, as a beginner, you're starting out.
Discovering myself.
And that is the thing, it's self-discovery.
Swing.
Yeah.
So the golf swing's already there, you've already got all the movements you need for a golf swing, it's drawing it out.
Yeah.
How does the golf swing emerge naturally instead of it being driven consciously, deliberately, and trying to think about how you move? Because that's a very different way of moving. High cognition, high mental load. It's a stressful thing swinging a golf club doing that way for your body, because your body's not used to being told how to move. You never question your movement, apart from when you swing a golf club generally. Everything else you just play and do and just really let your body move, and you feel free and engaged. And it's like in golf sometimes we disconnect because we become so internalised and we're thinking how we're moving. It becomes some kind of rigid protocol that we have to kind of adhere to, and actually this thing has no rules. Intuition is knowledge and experience. So you've got to be aware of how you're practicing experientially to recognise what's going on and to improve. Otherwise, you just go, it's insanity doing the same thing all the time. You're going to
expecting a different result.
Yeah, you're going to be in the same place. You're going to improve because the golf's got so many different elements to it. You're going to improve in areas you probably don't spend much time practicing your putting, okay? But your putting's probably might be all right. You might think I'm all right putting, okay? But you don't really practice it.
And we don't know what disadvantages we're creating for ourselves.
Exactly.
In the swing.
Once you know that,
just doing what we're told.
Once you know where you're disadvantaging yourself, where the interference is, the blind spots in your movement maps, once you start to create clarity on a sensory level of where you are, things start to change big time.
This is so strange. I'm so excited for this because he says this to me all the time. He says in the gym, I do like a lot of calisthenics.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
he says
Yeah,
to me,
awesome.
you're so strong, like pull-ups, monkey bars, on like leg press,
awesome.
I can push like 3 times my body weight. But I've got he always says, he goes, I don't know what's like in squash as well, he goes, you can whip it. We play a lot of squash.
Awesome.
You can whip it, but you just can't do that in the golf swing.
Yeah.
You're so strong, but your ball goes nowhere. And it was just weird, wasn't it? We just didn't understand.
Yeah, what's play squash is, but then golf swing is.
I'm rigid, yeah.
The
So
golf,
maybe it's
right.
what you're
So the
saying.
thing is, right, you said earlier the golf sport doesn't transfer. It absolutely does transfer.
Oh, does it?
100%. You've got a movement vocabulary, a very rich, athletic movement vocabulary that just needs adapting for golf. It's like you've got all the notes, but they're not quite in the right order.
Well, for me, it's not
So
transferring.
it's like, so that then is the way that you're applying yourself and the way you're thinking about it.
Absolutely.
Because this is no different to any other sport. It's not like something that eludes us. It's like there's some mystical, magical, dark art that's like really kind of, you've got to be super.
Do you know what I think though, Marcus?
The
The surface area of the club face is a lot smaller to the surface area of the tennis racket, and that's why we can feel it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like snooker. Pull.
Ah, right, yeah, that's...
Hi guys, due to the high demand on the golf trips, we've got another trip planned for Gloria in Turkey in April. It's from the 21st to the 25th and we've sold 4 places already. So these trips are exclusively for a small group of 6 people, so there's only 2 places left. If you'd like more details, please contact Fars at grf@golftravelhub.com and he'll be able to give you all the information you need, and hopefully we see you there.
Cool. We want all that skill that you've got through sport and through movement in life flowing through into the golf. We've got to let ourselves just adapt to this thing like it's just a racket. What we've got here, we can see where the pressure is, and then the overall pressure, combined pressure, the average, is that spot there.
Should that spike be much bigger?
Well, we'll find out. So you're gonna be able to make it bigger if you want. You're gonna be able to make it smaller if you want. You're gonna recognise if you need it bigger, if you need it smaller, of what benefit is it. I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you how to swing. I can't tell you what to think. I can't tell you what to feel. All I can do is help facilitate that learning through an environment here where you start to recognise what's going on a bit, and then you can start to self-organise. Then you'll be telling me. In another half hour or so, you'll be telling me what you need to do. See the pressure's moving back? Okay, it's all good. There's a white line there between the feet.
Yeah.
That's going to show us the rotational force.
Okay.
It looks like it's moving into toes, right?
Yeah.
It's going the wrong way.
Yeah,
It should be going into heel, right?
Really?
So
Okay.
Sarah's
Cool.
Sarah's probably thought at this moment in time here of doing this, that, at some point. Okay,
Yeah.
getting the club parallel to your line, or keeping the club head outside the hands,
Yeah.
and not doing this or
Yeah.
something. Okay, so what you've done is you've thought about where the hand is.
Yeah,
Okay?
not.
And now suddenly the body just reacts to you moving your hand, as opposed to you moving and the hand swinging.
So I've gone.
So what you've done is this
Yeah.
pressure's just reacting to you steering the golf club.
Yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it?
But that's all done now through tensioning. This is an active tensioning you've created to move the club, as opposed to just swinging. If I do that, the end of this is making a perfect circle pretty much, and all I'm doing is this. I'm not physically making the circle. The circle is just the result of me creating these forces. This will start to change, I guess, I don't know, I'm just guessing, as you speed up. Because you played loads of sport, your body knows how to move and use the ground, right? It already knows, despite the interference you're creating through trying to make a golf swing. So the sportswoman, Sarah, kicks in. Okay, let's see what happens as you get to the top. It probably, at some point, there you go, starts to go the other way.
So it's shifted from toes to heel.
Okay,
randomly.
yeah, so you don't know this, and it's starting to become now more subconscious, because you're
Yeah.
not aware of this, it's speeding up. And your body is hardwired for efficiency, it wants to use the ground. Despite all the interference you've created earlier on, it starts to make up for it and starts to compensate, and now you're starting to load into the floor, then your pressure shifts really quick. And you create some torque in the opposite direction. So now you're twisting, you're creating the forces to twist. That's all we're doing at the minute.
The both on the toes.
Don't worry about this at the minute, okay?
Okay.
The problem we've got here is that Sarah it's basically a real mechanical disadvantage. You've gone into firing mechanics, okay? Your body's firing and you're still loading.
Right.
So you're loading into the floor and the body's
Yeah.
already used its mechanisms which it needs for this, but they've already gone. So the thing is now, when you're fully loaded at peak vertical, you've used up the mechanism, and look how low you are, you're nearly delivering the club, and you've got no time basically in your swing.
Yeah.
So it's all rushed.
I do feel like that. I've got no time.
Yeah, we need to elevate your sense of loading and unloading, okay? And then we're going to hit some shots. Your body, again, doesn't recognise, what you've got to remember, it only recognises and remembers feelings. So you've got to stimulate it in a way that's memorable, engaging, and appropriate for the speed you want to operate at, the timing of it, the change you need to fire, and the joints you need to load. So here, that's what you need. Yeah, so you're not trying to go that way.
No.
We're twisting away and just twisting, corkscrewing into the ground. Yeah, and then jump up, just jump up off your toes. Yeah, and then, that's fantastic. Then try and just jump back onto here a little bit. So you go like this. So there's more weight on there. That's it. That's what you want in your golf swing. This is phenomenal.
Really?
This is phenomenal for driver. For driver, this is like gold dust. The more you can jump off in that away, the more speed you get this way. Yes. I mean, this is phenomenal stuff. Just take your club
Yep.
and just have a swing there for me, see how it feels. Good. Nice.
Feels so different.
That's brilliant. Let's have a shot. So you can start to use that at the beginning, that rhythm. Well done. And again. Well done. Fantastic. All you've got to do now is let the club swing, because you've been so used to holding on to it for dear life.
Yeah.
You can let this thing swing. So
Okay.
just keep your grip for me.
Yep.
We can let that club face open and close
Okay.
and just react.
Okay.
So you can let the club face go. You don't have to hold on. and
Really
try and
let it.
There, let it go. It
Okay.
wants to react, because what is going to control that release
Yeah.
is your body. You're not going to be here doing this, because your body's going to be moving. It's going to be happening later, but you've got to let the hinge go. That's it.
Okay.
You've
Yeah,
got
that's
to
the. I don't let go of the hinge.
You've got to let go of the hinge. Awesome. Well done. Beautiful strike. Different
That
feel?
felt so good.
Yeah, the sound was good, wasn't it? Don't control the direction, just let it swing, free
Okay.
to the finish. That is fantastic. Strong. Feel good?
Feels good.
Look how strong that is.
Yeah, it's moved all the way over to
Look
the...
how lagged it is. Look where you are. You're in front of the ball, low point's low.
Yeah.
As you're loading into the floor, there you go. And now you can push off. You could do it for longer. You could drop in for longer, but now you've got to push off. Look at the release into the finish. Look at that for a vertical, for a graph. And then a shift back. Notice you've not got as much of this going on in the backswing.
Yeah, true.
Body wants to then
That's all
shift
I want.
early to the left side. Can drop a bit more than that.
Yeah.
This is good.
Oh no.
That's all right, don't
There's the shame.
So the best thing to do, instead of trying to work it out by thinking, is just as we did with H, play a few shots on the board. That was nice.
That was nice.
That was beautiful. Lovely. Look at that. That's
Wow.
so powerful, so strong. And then you can spring and look at the release. Look, your hands are forward. Look at that look at that impact.
Yeah, the true. Actually.
And then look, now your release is later and you've got a nice finish. It's balanced.
Oi, oi. Thanks, Marcus.
So this is like the place to start. Where we leave off now is the place to start next time. All right, guys.
Thank you so
Happy
much,
with that?
Marcus. You're a legend.
Very
I really
much.
appreciate that.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers, mate. Awesome, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Marcus.
much.
Absolute G.
You're welcome.